Hello, welcome back to another review. My name is Ian. Today we're in one of my restaurants. It's my whiskey bar restaurant. I have like 300 bottles of Scotch whiskey here. Today we're going to be doing the Spey, the Chairman's Choice. First of all, I like the Spey company. They're a little bit generic though. Their bottle is a little bit like a ice wine bottle or like a Kirkland bottle, like a Costco Kirkland bottle. It's a little bit strange. And their name is also very generic, as Speyside is a region in Scotland and they're just called the Spey Distillery. Yeah, let's open it up and let's see what's up with this. Don't worry, I won't bother you for too long. All right, so to start with, this is 40% ABV, so it's not very strong. Of course, it's chill filled. There's probably some colorant in there, like E150. On the nose, it's an NAS, right? Non-age specific as well. You know, I'm not a big fan of those. However, watch this. On the nose, it's kind of very mild. There's a lot of fruit, a little bit of a marmalade kind of fruit. It's 40%, so on the nose, it's not like hard or heavy. It smells like apricot and sweet. Yeah, there's not, it's a pleasant, on the nose it's kind of pleasant. It's not like harsh. There's no smoke in there for sure. Yeah, let's try it. It's very sweet. It's super light. Like almost as light as a Tobermory. If you hear, there's lightning outside, so the thunderstorm. It's super fruity. There's a little bit of alcohol in the background there. I would not go like cayenne pepper or black pepper. I'll go maybe more like a clove. It's really not harsh though. Barley, you can taste the malt. Oh, by the way, this is a bourbon and a sherry cask. They're a little bit discreet on the time in each cask, and you know, they just give you sherry and a bourbon, ex-bourbon. Of course, they're not first filled. This is an NAS of a, I won't say cheap quality, but I think I paid 25 bucks for this. It's really on the cheap side, like price-wise. The content is quite nice, actually. It's very surprising for an NAS. Usually with NAS, what they try to do is giving a more character and more like a specific line where they go in, where you will recognize that brand. As the Chairman's Choice here, they went a completely different way. It's very generic. There's nothing offensive in this. A newbie can drink this, and I drink a lot of Scotch, and I find this bottle kind of refreshing as well. There's no darkness in this bottle. I think it's a happy whiskey. It's oily and surprisingly leggy for this. Another thing that I've noticed with this, it's so smooth. Sorry, I had to cut myself off here. It's so smooth and light. Like it's a little bit confusing because it's an NAS, so it's non-age specific, so you don't know how old is the whiskey in there, but it actually tastes older than younger. But then you go, at that price, how is this possible, right? So I think they're playing a good trick on us, or they made a good mix here. It tastes like I'd say like a 14 to 16, but at $25, let's say $30 for you out there, you go like, how is this possible when we know like a 16 of Balvenie, it's like $100, right? So they did a very, very good job on this. It's the kind of whiskey that is really non-offensive. If you see this bottle at a wedding, you're gonna go like, all right, that's cool, we're good here. There's no need to be like scared of whiskey. If you drink with your lady or your man, right, you won't have like a breath from death because there's no peat and no smoke. Yeah, there's a lot of apricot, there's some pear in there. It's not like super deep and complex, it's not full body, but it sits in a space where everything is like acceptable. Everything is, I want to say like well balanced, but It's, like I say, it's confusing because technically speaking, this liquid should be very young, but it doesn't taste like it's very young. Yeah, the finish is nice. Like I said, it's only 40%, right? So there's no bite in it. Like, it's more like an accompaniment whiskey. Poker game, I would drink this, no problem. It's super light. You gotta be careful because it's so light that you might drink a lot of it. Like right now, I'm just chugging down. I'm not really like, I'm not being careful with it because it's not cask strength at 50 or 60 or 70%. So it goes down very smooth. I think you could have this with a salad for lunch for sure. I think it go well with chicken as well because, like I said, it doesn't have a big bite in it. I'm not sure I would drink this. I could drink this after a steak, but probably not what I would be looking for after a steak. Or I don't think this goes well with a cigar lounge as well. I think it lacks a little bit of character. Here's the thing, right? The problem is that I want to say it's blend, but it's not blend. It's just easygoing, super smooth. And again, the presentation is kind of, in the country where I'm in right now, there's a lot of earthquake. This bottle is not the best to leave on the top shelf, but yeah, it's, I'm very, like I said before, I'm not a big fan of NAS, but this is actually well done. I would recommend this bottle anytime. If I have customers here who never had like whiskey or they're not sure about single malt or had a bad experience, I would go for this bottle easily. And at that price point, right, for $100, you can get 4 bottles. 4 bottles is a lot of whiskey, as for maybe an other NAS like the Highland Park, right? Some of their NAS goes for $100, $125. So I think it's really, really good for the price. It's still oily. After a few sips, right, the alcohol content, you just don't even taste it anymore. It's there, but you don't taste it. And I'm looking at the legs of this thing, right? It's actually sticking to the glass. It's quite nice here. Very underrated whiskey. I think this, probably because of the presentation and probably because it's just called Spey. There's no like a Glen blah blah or Glen Alaki or a Glen Fiddish, right? It's more like people don't respect this bottle. I think it should be respected, especially at that price point. It's crazy how I give it to my waitresses here or my assistants, and they go like, in all my whiskey collection, it's one of their favorite bottles because they find it very accessible to drink. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Let's do the 10 just to compare here because it has no age, right? So we'll just drink a little sip of 10 to make sure. I want to try to find out where the age is at there. There's more malt in this. Even smoother. It's more character in this. Less blend in the 10. A little bit more bite in it. Yeah, more character in this. This is more easygoing. This is super smooth. Yeah. So yeah, it's really, you should check this out, seriously, at 25 bucks, 30 bucks. This bottle is not gonna sit on your shelf. It's not one of these bottles you're gonna put on top there like an Octomore and just come back to it when you have nothing left in your collection. This bottle will go fast, and if you have some guests in your house or you're going somewhere and you bring a bottle of this, I guarantee you this bottle is not coming back with you. It's gonna be done quite fast. More peach, more orange. Yeah, guys, so yeah, seriously, check this out. It's really surprisingly like good. Remember, we're in a price range where it should be 25 bucks, but I would actually pay up to 40 bucks for this bottle. This is, I think it's the quality of the liquid is better than what the price they're charging for. Saying that, I don't want them to change the price because I think it's fair at this price. I like to pay a little bit less, but check it out. So anyway, I'm gonna finish these. I'm gonna edit this video. If you have any comment or questions, just put in the comment section. If you have a bottle in mind, I probably have it. Just put in comment section. I'll crack it open for you. See you later.